Hi. If you've clicked this link, then you're looking for help on how to use the Desmos graphing calculator. So, before we get started with the calculator itself, I want to make sure that you understand how to mark up the text and then use it with this Desmos calculator. When you go to desmos.com and you just want to use the calculator, you click on the red button to start graphing. But before you can start graphing, you have to look at your problem to see what you need to complete the graph. So I'm going to go back to the guided practice from yesterday, and I'm going to show you how we can take Marcia and Jack's information and use it to create a scatter plot and look for a trend to see if there's a relationship between Marcia and Jack's weight. So if you look at the question, it says Marcia and Jack took their weight on the first day of each new year for 10 years. Describe the association between the weight of Marcia and Jack. Now it's important that you read the words that are in these questions and statements because it tells you what it is that you need to compare. The two sets of data that we need are about Marcia and Jack. So I'm going to label Marcia with an X, and I'm going to label Jack with a Y, and I'm going to get rid of all of these years because I don't need that. That's too much information. I only want the data for Marcia and for Jack. Now, the reason I labeled those with an X and with a Y is because on the Desmos calculator, we can use something called a table function. And when we use the table function, we only need an X and a Y value for the ordered pair. So let's look at our Desmos calculator. When you first open it and start the calculator, you have this little table where you can enter in a equation. And you have this keyboard. But what I need is a table. I want to put in a scatter plot, a bunch of ordered pairs. So I'm going to click on the plus sign on the left, and I'm going to choose table. Now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to put all of Marcia's information into the X column because that's what I labeled Marcia, X. So I'm going to enter the points for 35, 55, 70, and I'm going straight down that table for number 3. So I can't type and talk apparently. 48, 69. I lost track of where I was. I apologize, guys. 78, 49, and 90. Okay, so that's my 10 years. Now I'm going to go back to the Y side, and I'm going to add Jack's weight for the 10 years. So his first year was 47, and then 71, 55, 63, 12, 87, 74, 98, 40, and 96. Now, once I've got that done, I need to see my points. I don't see anything over here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to first enlarge my screen, sorry, and then I'm going to do the minus key. And I'm going to bring that grid in, and I'm going to keep bringing it in until I can see my points within my screen. Do you see them now? Here they are. They're all marked green. Now, I need to look at this and I need to see, is there an association? So I'm going to put, oh, I thought I was going to put something. It doesn't want to let me write on this. I'm sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this association. I see a trend. Do you see it too? To me, I'm seeing some clustering of some points right here. So I can look, and if I laid my pencil across here, I could see that there's a trend. Do you see my cursor moving? What direction is this in? That's right, it's a positive direction. And so this is a positive correlation. And so it looks like as Marcia's weight increased each year, Jack also had an increase in his weight. So there might be a positive association between them. It's not super strong, but there is a correlation. We'll talk about how the strong and weak next, but right now we're just looking for that correlation. Does it have an association? Now, that should be enough to help you with your guided notes and the lesson video to go ahead and use the Desmos graphing calculator to help you complete your activity. Good luck, and remember, always do your very best.